Hey guys, today we are in Rome. What's up? Hey! We're right now in front of the Colosseum. This place is over 2,000 years old, and it used to be pretty much a stadium of the past for the people in Rome. And it's a beautiful place. We're hoping to get tickets to go inside and check it out. We're super excited to be here in Rome. My dad just took a picture of me. But yeah, let's go see it. Let's go explore Rome. Okay. So right now I'm at the Roman Forum. Right here, this is where the Romans first had their, I would say, their congress about 750 years before Christ. And in front of us we have the Colosseum. It's right in front. If you guys come here, I would say come to the Forum first to take a picture of the Colosseum, because the best, I would say, angle is from here. So we're gonna continue exploring right now. I'm gonna find my parents. Muy bonito el día. So something we like about the Roman Forum is that it is like a big city, and back then is 750 before Christ. The population here was like 1 million people, which is a lot of people for that time if you think about it. You know, right now in San Francisco, where I live, the population is 1 million people. So that was the population in Rome. So it was definitely a powerful, big city. A su derecha. Imagínense cómo se veía esto más hace 3.000 años. Un montón de gente caminando en túnicas. Fotos para verlo. O un dibujo representativo. Something to be aware of, guys, is that when you come to the Colosseum, if you don't buy your tickets in advance online, probably 2 weeks in advance, you're not gonna find tickets. So you have to buy the tickets from sellers that are on the streets, that they buy the tickets online and then they resell them. So you have to buy it from them. Usually, you know, they will give you, they may get a 2 to 5 euros margin, or they may actually give you a tour and charge you like $15 more. The ticket to get here regularly is like 16 euros if you buy it online. So that's something to be aware of. The gladiators, they used to enter from that side, and they used to fight lions. And the gladiators, they were actually slaves, and they were the strongest slaves that they had here in the Roman Empire. And they pretty much, a lot of them had life sentences, and the way to like save their lives was to, you know, win against a lion. And if they won against the lion in the fight, then they will be free. That's my understanding of it. So I'm learning here that the gladiators, they sometimes will retire around 25, 28 years old after doing many fights to get or many fights against the lions. They used to enter from that side, on the left side, and then also you guys see that looks like a labyrinth, but actually there was a floor on top of that, or an actual roof, and on top of this floor there was a plaza where they used to fight the lions. So that's where I used to work. When the gladiator would retire, they would become professors at gladiator schools, because not only the slaves were gladiators, there were people from Rome who wanted to be gladiators, because it was an honor for them to be gladiators. So when they will retire, they will become professors in the school of gladiators or the academy, or they will become the referees as well of the fights. 70,000 personas.
Pero eso fue hecho, imagínate, para el tiempo.
So we're going down the stairs right now in the Colosseum. It's like a stadium, and they used to fit about 50,000 people that used to come here for the different events. And there were not just gladiator events, but also different types of celebrations that they did here many years ago, almost 2,000 years ago. In the year 80 AC, they used to burn Christians here, because the emperor, the Caesar at the time, he didn't like that there was a religion that people were worshiping a god. They wanted to, the only religion they wanted was to worship the emperor or the Caesar. That was the only person that should be worshipped. So they used to burn Christians here, because of course Christians were practicing their religion, and they were praising Jesus, you know. So they used to burn Christians alive here, which is so sad. So right now we're gonna enter where the gladiators used to enter from. And imagine, guys, that they will enter from here and there will be 50,000 people watching them all at the same time. So I'm gonna show you guys how it looks like. Yeah, it's really intense to think that there are 50,000 people watching you here almost 2,000 years ago to see you fight. I mean, even though people come here to visit and see this marvelous thing and people take pictures with it, I mean, this place was the scene of one of the saddest or some of the saddest moments in history where people would die by lions, where people would be burned at times. Christians used to be burned here many years ago because the Caesar at the time, or the emperor, didn't like the Christians worshiping God. The emperor wanted to be the one worshipped. He wanted to be the Almighty, and people used to die here. So it's a place where a lot of sadness happened, right? A lot of sadness. So this is something that we should reflect on for people to know that this is just not a place to take cute pictures. It was pretty much the Holocaust of 2,000 years ago, something like that. I mean, at a smaller scale, but it was really, really sad, really sad for Christians in this case.
Yes.
Anything else, Mom? You love your experience? It was good? Interesting?
It's amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
Very
Eating about the history, the culture.
Learning about the history, the culture.
When you feel in this place, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, many years ago, people here
It's
die for Christ.
Yeah, yeah.
Un
It's
poquito largo y cansada la explicación, pero aprendimos muchísimo.
But we learned a lot. Yeah, it was a long tour. I mean, the tour guide that we had, he was great, very good guy. We found him outside. This is pretty much the way you get a guide here. You have to just like kind of negotiate with the vendors outside. And but the experience was amazing. We're gonna continue exploring Rome. See you guys later. Bye. Guys, so we're on our way to Vatican City right now. We actually just received news a few minutes ago that the former Pope Benedict passed away just recently, within the past couple of hours. So we don't know if there is something that is going to happen here, like if there is going to be some sort of ceremony or something in the next few hours or the next day. But we're walking around seeing the place, Vatican City. We are inside the Vatican now. We had to do a little security check, but we're in here. There are a lot of reporters right now, news channels. The Cathedral of St. Peter. So it is so big. I have never seen a church so big, but it's humongous, humongous. We're inside the cathedral, the St. Peter Cathedral. It's so big, guys. It's huge.
senza mai umiliare, mortificare o disprezzare. La gentilezza è un antidoto contro alcune patologie delle nostre società.
Okay guys, so we just exited the ceremony. There was an actual mass service. The Pope Francis was there performing the service. we saw kind of his side because there was a lot of people. I couldn't catch him with the camera from the angle where I was, but it was really cool to be in a mass with the Pope. I think that was a very good experience. We're walking out of the St. Peter Cathedral right now, and we're gonna continue exploring Rome.
Die zijn hand. Du weißt mal, wieso die weg so wenken, weil so wird zu anstrengend. Ui, den du hast zwei drüber geflogen.
So I think we're ending the Vatican scene right here. People are very excited, including my mother. She's very excited because there are cameras, television cameras all over the place. If you want to know what it feels like to be on TV across international countries, this is what it is. This is it. Okay guys, so today we're taking a bullet train to Florence. First time in a bullet train in Italy. Let's do it. We saw the Pope yesterday. I don't know if we caught it on video. If I did, you probably saw it already in this video. But we got to see the Pope. That was really cool in Vatican City. We celebrated New Year's Eve, and now we're going to Florence. Yeah. How was your experience in the bullet train? Did you enjoy it?
Me encantó.
It was awesome. It was really cool. It was fast, very fast.
Very, very fast.
We went like 450 kilometers in like almost 2 hours, I think. So it was super fast, really cool experience. We're now in Florence, so we're gonna find our way out of here. Hey guys, we took a couple of trains today from Rome to then Florence and now Pisa, and we're in front of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Lots of people here, but let me show you what's in front of me right now. Look at that. I need to get into an angle so you can see the leaning of it, so I'm gonna get right here. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm gonna go behind a little bit so you guys can see the tower leaning. It's actually leaning pretty well. It's leaning a lot. So let me get to a better angle. Lots of people are taking pictures. They're taking the famous leaning picture. I don't know if I want to take that one, but let's see. We're right here. Look at this right here. Okay, I think you guys can probably see how the tower is leaning. Yeah. Guys, it's nighttime now. Yeah, lots of people taking pictures here. It's really hard to take a good picture, to be honest with you, and it's understandable because it's a very famous place. But this is what it looks like at night. It looks very nice. I think it looks very nice at night. We're gonna keep exploring and seeing everything. Mommy, what do you think of the Pisa Tower?
All
like
the
it?
people is look crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
All the people.
Yeah, all the people doing this. Yeah, trying to get the right angle, but
It's very fun.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun and stressful at the same time. But you gotta find you have to find the fun in it. But we're gonna continue exploring right now to see the Tower of Pisa up close here in Pisa City, close to Florence. Aquí está bien. Aquí vamos. So we're gonna have some dinner right now. This restaurant looks very nice. I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna eat in a moment. Okay, so we got some really good spaghetti, we got meat, really good food. Good stuff here in Pisa City. Right now we're having some gelato. You cannot have a video of Italy without a gelato, right? So we're having a gelato right now. How is it, Mom? You liking it? It's good?
Delicious.
It's delicious. And Dad, you like it?
Good.
It's so good.
I love it.
Yeah. Mom is tired, but I promise you she's happy.
I'm tired. Again.
Again.
But enjoy so much.
Enjoying it so much, yeah. So it's so good. I got one of strawberry, peanuts, and vanilla. It's pretty good. Good morning, guys, from Florence. Today we're in front of this beautiful cathedral. It's the 4th biggest cathedral in the world. And what's the name of it, Mom? ¿Cómo se llama?
Se llama Santa Maria de Fiore.
Santa Maria de Fiore. And my mom is telling me that Da Vinci used to paint here.
Da Vinci nació aquí. Esta es la ciudad de nacimiento de Da Vinci.
Oh, Da Vinci was born in this city.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Leo da Vinci.
Y es también la ciudad de Dante Alighieri.
And the city of, what is it, Dante Alighieri?
Dante Alighieri fue un gran artista
He
que
was an artist.
marcó el periodo del Renacentismo.
Who marked the period of the Renaissance. So this church is that old, that old.
Florencia es la cuna del Renacentismo.
So Florence is the place where the Renaissance era was born. So I didn't know that. That's
Que
very interesting.
rescata la arquitectura, la escultura antigua.
It rescues the architecture and traditional old art of construction, I guess.
Exacto, la parte más alta de la torre, si podemos observar.
The tallest part of the
Mide alrededor de 100
tower.
metros.
Oh wow! So the tallest part of the tower is 100 meters tall.
Y la cúpula duraron 16 años. Solo la cúpula duraron 16 años.
And the top of it, how many years?
16
Oh,
años
so
solo la cúpula.
they lasted 16 years building the cupola, which is I think the top of it. So let's continue exploring Florence. Entonces viajan a diferentes ciudades para pedir.
Mi amor, aquí un selfie con esa cúpula.
So we just arrived to the Vecchio Bridge, or Puente Vecchio en español, and it's the only bridge that survived World War II. So all the bridges that are around here, they're very similar to this one. They got bombed during World War II, and this one was the only one that survived. And also something very interesting is that the word bankruptcy was born from this bridge because a lot of people were left in debt after the bombings from all the bridges getting destroyed in the city. Also, something very interesting about Florence is that Florence used to be the capital of Italy, and then Rome became the capital, but Florence used to be the original capital. So this is a city with lots of history. And I have been in Rome, you know, for the past couple of days, and I see this city more, I don't know, more historic than Rome itself. I really like how they are conserving the buildings, the architecture. Even Galileo Galilei is here, Da Vinci used to be here. It's truly amazing. So this bridge used to be made of wood, and then after the year 1300 it was made of stone, right?
Right.
De piedra. And what else, man? What else about the Vecchio Bridge?
Está lleno de comerciantes, principalmente vendedores de oro.
Okay, so it's full of it is full of merchants, and even and especially merchants that sell gold. So I didn't know that. That's very interesting. So Florence is a very nice place to walk around, guys. Get some good food, hang out with the family, get some gelato.
Fantastic city.
Fantastic city.
The best city, I think. The best city of
Italy. Yeah, so far this is the city we have liked the most of Italy, Florence. Okay, we are crossing the Vecchio Bridge right now, and you can see there are lots of jewelry places around here. So lots of gold, lots of precious metals you can find here. It's crazy. Once you're in here, you don't feel like you're inside a bridge. Or you're crossing a bridge. It's a weird feeling. No se siente que uno está cruzando un puente, ¿verdad? Desde adentro. Sí.
demasiado precioso, me encanta.
Hey guys, we just did some shopping in Florence. It was very nice. Shopping is good, right, Mom?
It's special for shopping.
It's
Look
good
at
for
this.
shopping.
Look at this.
Mom is happy with good shopping, good prices.
Good
Yes.
prices.
So many motorcycles and bicycles everywhere. So Florence is a beautiful place. Used to be the capital of Italy many years ago. It is the home of Da Vinci. It is the home of Galileo Galilei and many other superstars
Dante
of the Dante Alighieri, many superstars of the Renaissance era. This is where the Renaissance era was born. Also Pinocchio is from here, which is something very interesting. If you like Pinocchio or Pinocho, if you speak Spanish. We're gonna try to get to Venice now. We have to take a train. It's about 2 hours from here, so we'll see you guys hopefully in Venice. Hey guys, we made it to Venice! Yay! So we finally made it. We took the train. It was a long train from Florence. It was about 2 hours, and we're here. It's a little cold, it's a little foggy, but as soon as you get out of the train station in Venice, Santa Lucia, you get to see the water and you get to see the Venice vibes. So we're gonna go explore right now. We just have a few hours here. We have been doing a speed tour of everything pretty much, but it looks really awesome. I like it. It's a cool place. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. We're gonna continue exploring Venice.
Este es el gran canal, yo creo, lo que llaman
Alright guys, so we're walking to the San Marcos Plaza. There is an option to take a little ferry boat, but it was like $30 for the three of us, almost $10 or 10 euros. We didn't want to pay that, so we decided to walk. The walk is gonna be like 25 minutes from the station, the train station. So we're walking along these paths. It's a very narrow paths, but it's nice because it's a good way to get to explore the city and get to see Venice from the inside. So we're doing that right now. Okay, so I'm walking, still walking, guys. Lots of narrow paths everywhere in Venice. It's nice. It's definitely a cute town. It's right now. I think today is what is it? January 2nd. Sorry, I'm lost in time. January 2nd, and I don't see many things open. And maybe it's because of the paths I'm taking or where Google Maps is telling me to go. There are not many things open, so it's not as vibrant as I thought it was going to be. But it's still very nice. We're gonna continue walking. Hopefully I get to see some more beautiful places and more shops. But maybe, okay, there's some shops here. This is good. But the exploration continues in Venice. Okay guys, so Venice is nice, it's nighttime. We are going to the Plaza of San Marcos. That's the plaza my mom wants to go to. This trip is, I call it my mom's trip. Whatever she wishes, it will happen. So wherever she wants to go, we go. Las máscaras. Oh, they have a carnival, and masks are something that they sell a lot of them because it's a famous tradition, celebration they have here. There are 150 canals in Venice. My mom is running right now. I'm trying to follow her right now, catch up with her. Story of my life with mother. We're almost there, Mom, almost there. Something I really recommend is that when you travel, when possible, bring a backpack. Don't bring a suitcase, like the traditional suitcase, you know, like a carry-on bag with wheels, because in places like this where you have to move fast from one city to the other, it's almost impossible because there's so many people. So bring a backpack like me and my dad. He is behind me. Say hello. There we go. And that's the way to move fast. Just bring, you know, what I did coming from San Francisco is that I just packed a few shirts, you know, underpants and all of that. But then what I do is that also I kind of just lift them in different places because I honestly haven't found a laundry place since I got here over a week ago. So what I do is that I just throw it away and just find like cheap clothes, and especially in winter time you can just buy, you know, you can just get a nice jacket, and you wear your jacket every day, maybe a couple of jackets for different pictures, and you're good to go. So I think that's what you guys should do instead of bringing a suitcase, because it can be a pain. But we're almost here at Plaza San Marcos. Let's check it out. Vamos a San Marcos.
¡Lo logramos!
Hey, we made it. We made
A
it.
todos esos seguidores viajeros, lo hemos logrado.
My mom really wanted to come to Plaza San Marcos because we have been to Vegas a couple of times, and there's always the picture of Plaza San Marcos, and we're here in the real one finally. So mom is very excited. Yay!
Wow! Wow!
Yes. Okay, so I always like to do a few fun facts everywhere I go. So some fun facts about Venice. So right now, the population is about 60,000 people.
Exactly.
It is declining rapidly. A lot of it has to do with people being worried about sea levels rising. And also, there are a lot of tourists here, so it's not a place where you want to really live every single day.
Algo que no sabes. ¿Sabes cuántos canales hay?
How many? ¿Cuántos?
150 canales.
There are 150 canals, so water canals everywhere. And you see the gondolas. There are no cars in here, no hay carros.
No carros aquí,
There are no cars, no hay automóviles.
Nothing.
The only way of transportation is by boat or walking. You see the gondolas? You have to have 400 hours of training for you to drive a gondola here. That's the way to do it.
Y además es viejísima, esta ciudad
very
es
old.
viejísima. Se fundó en el siglo V.
This city was founded in the 5th century, and it was mainly Italians fleeing from Germans. Actually, there was a fight back then. I don't know the history of it.
Y lo
but-
puedes percibir, o sea, cuando
Yeah.
vas caminando ves la calidad de la calle.
Yeah, you can see the quality. So this is made of man-made islands, so you can see the quality
Las
of the
paredes
the
de los
floor. Yeah.
edificios, la estructura, la infraestructura. Se nota que realmente es viejo. Obviamente hay cosas nuevas también,
Yeah.
pero sí ves edificios donde puedes sentir la antigüedad del lugar. Es
Yeah, so
precioso.
you can feel the historic presence of this city, and how old it is, how antique it is, but also very well conserved.
¿Y sabes qué sensación tuve yo cuando llegué?
So what sensation did you have when
Cuando
you
yo
got
me
here?
bajé del tren,
What?
yo sentí que estaba atravesando el túnel del tiempo.
My mom felt like she was going through the tunnel of
Y
time,
estaba 4 siglos atrás.
and she was 4
porque
centuries back, or many
realmente se
centuries back
siente la
actually,
antigüedad
like
del
50
lugar.
centuries back, because you can feel really the historic sense of this city. So
It's amazing.
it's amazing. So let's continue exploring.
For your sense.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
amazing for you. Yeah, it makes you really feel like you're inside a movie, those medieval movies of the past. So let's continue exploring Venice. Let's go.
Go, go, go.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, so we're in this library called Aqua Alta, or bookstore called Aqua Alta. It's very famous. So sometimes this bookstore gets underwater, and there is a gondola, and this is a real gondola used to float, you know, to protect the books from the water. So that's very interesting. So this gets full of water sometimes. So yeah, that's very cool. Very famous bookstore in Venice. My mom really wanted to see the bookstore. Okay guys, so Venice, good place. We were here just for maybe 2-3 hours, maybe like 3 hours, because we're just short on time today, but we really wanted to come check it out. It was just a train ride away from Florence, so if we're here on the other side of the world, you might as well do it. But yeah, it was good place, you know. It's a good city, it's a good place. I wouldn't say it's my favorite city, because I feel like it still lacks like vibrancy, because it's very touristy. I just feel like I haven't really seen locals. I love places where you can see the locals kind of working and interacting with people, but you know, this is pretty much a touristy island, so I don't know who is an actual local here, you know? It's very hard to tell. Some back roads or like narrow roads are very lonely. There's not a lot going on, but I think the experience is good. The history of it is very interesting, and it's good. I think you should come visit to check it out. But I wouldn't say everything in Venice is like this fantasy place. There are places that feel like that, but a lot of it is just a very old city with a lot of interesting history. So if you can appreciate the history of it, I think it's totally worth it. We're gonna continue exploring. Thank you so much for watching. It's been fun today. Okay guys, so this is it for today. It was a good day. We're gonna go get the train right now to get back to Rome. So fun fact, the train from here to Rome, you can take a fast train, but we couldn't find the fast train. So we're gonna take the regular train, and it's 4 hours. So 4 hours if you take the regular train, about 2 hours if you take the fast bullet train. So we're gonna go get the train to get back to Rome. Tomorrow, hopefully, we also go to Milan. We take a flight to Paris, but we're gonna stop in Milan for a few hours to explore. So I'm gonna add that in this video because it's gonna be a short one. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. Venice was fun. Hey guys, so we made a quick stop in Milan, Italy, Milano, because we are on our way to Paris, and we had to do a stop here via the airplane from Rome. And the famous I look like a crazy man, but the famous thing here in Milano is the dome. It is this beautiful cathedral that you see in front of me, the dome. I'm gonna search for some history about it, but when you Google Milan or Milano, the city in Italy, you will probably see this cathedral or this church. And if you haven't heard about Milan because of its fashion, maybe you have heard about it because of its soccer team or football team. I used to like Milan when I was a little kid, but then I think they got in a corruption scandal, and I don't know what happened to that team. But we're gonna explore here a little bit, so stay tuned for the video. So to enter the cathedral, you have to buy a ticket. It's $7 per person, and that gives you access to the cathedral and the museum. You can buy bigger packages that allow you to go to the rooftop, but today we're just gonna go to the cathedral. And the receipt looks like a Walgreens receipt. Look at this. It's so big. So we're gonna go inside right now. We have to get in line and wait, but I'm excited to see the dome. This is the first Gothic church built, and Gothic is from the era of art. If you studied art, I don't know anything about it, but there is the Renaissance era, and there are different eras. Gothic era is one of those. I think that's around the Renaissance era, if I'm not mistaken. This structure is huge. It's really big.
Es la iglesia gótica más grande.
It's the biggest
del
Gothic
mundo.
church in the world.
Y es está entre las 5 iglesias más grandes
And it's among
a
the
nivel general.
it's among the 5 biggest churches in the world. It's really big. It's huge. Really, really big.
Exacto, porque la gente cree que es el manto y no es el manto, es la piedra.
So something interesting is that this statue right here is San Bartolome, and as you can see, it looks like he has clothes around him, but what it really is his skin. He's carrying his own skin. So people don't know that, but that's a fun fact. Well, not a fun fact really, that's a scary fact. But yeah, so this church has a lot of statues with you know, in some ways kinda mystic or scary like figurines.
Hay
But, like,
muchas imágenes que representan horror.
yeah, so I guess it's just a realistic way of seeing the good and evil in the world. One fun fact about the Milano Dome is that the construction started in 1385, in the 1300s, and it finished in 1965. So it lasted about 600 years, which is a long time. You know, I would think they would build a cathedral in, I don't know, 20, 50 years, but it lasted 600 years. So they had time to build so many statues, structures, symbols. You can see symbols even on the floor. And everywhere you walk on the walls, you see a different symbol, different statue, different meanings. It's a truly fascinating place. I believe also this is where the Da Vinci Code was inspired on. I don't know the story of it, but my understanding it is based out of here. Something very interesting is that there are over 3,000 statues inside the church. representing with different meanings. Also, there are tombs of people buried. You cannot enter them, but you can see the tombs or the entrances to go to tombs of different people. I saw some of the names are dukes and the duchess of different places. So I thought that was fascinating. I don't know what is the criteria to bury someone here, but it's interesting that you're in a cathedral where people are buried. So such a cool place. So, Mom, what do you think so far? How do you like it?
Está impresionante. Lo que me encanta es el material con el que está construida. Está
She
construida
loves the way that the material that is used to build the church. So it's made of like marble,
es
right?
mármol rosado y blanco.
It's like a pink and white marble.
Pero hay muchas tonalidades,
There are
muchísimas
different tones of
tonalidades.
it, yeah.
El piso es espectacular, es antiquísimo.
So you can see the floor. Yeah, and the floor has different textures, so you can feel it with your feet. It has different textures, so they put attention to every single detail.
Y además tiene en toda el área total construida son aproximadamente 11,000 metros cuadrados.
So the size of the church is 11,000 square meters. I don't know how much that is in feet, but you can Google it. 11,000 square meters. It is a really big church. It's probably the biggest I have seen. It's one of the 5 biggest churches in the world. So the reason why the cathedral is called the Dome is because it's actually next to a dome here in Milan. So this is the dome. We're inside of it. And it's a place full of shops, lots of shops here. Lots of clothing stores, Prada, Giorgio Armani, Gucci, I'm sure, everything. And I think they have restaurants too. But the architecture is so beautiful. Let me show you guys. So we're here in the dome. Something very interesting is that there is a tradition here. They have a bull, the picture of a bull here on the floor. And the idea is that if you do this right here, if you pretty much step on the balls of the bull, I don't know what other word to use, you get, I guess, good luck and you get to come to Milan again. So everybody that comes here steps on the balls of the bull. Look at this. It's very funny. That is so funny, guys. So yeah, this is something you have to do when you come to Milan. Come to the dome and find the bull, step on the balls of the bull, and you're gonna come back to Milan. That's what they say. I think I'm gonna pass. I'm not gonna step on the balls of the bull, but it's very funny to watch people do it. Okay guys, so we have come to the end of our trip in Italy. Hey!
Sí se pudo.
Yes, we could do it. So here in Milan, it was really fun. We got to explore many cities. We went to Rome, we went to Venice, we went to Pisa, we went to Florence, we went to Milan, and what else? I think that's it. We got to see pretty much everything in the central north part of Italy. And it was a really good experience. Beautiful country, beautiful culture. I think the food, it was amazing everywhere we went. The food was very good, the cuisine. Yes.
Oh, yes.
And we had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely come visit Italy. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Pura Vida! Yay!